it's not showing me as live on Twitch just yet. But in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. Hopefully the crash has been subverted. And it's not just the end of the qualifications yet. Yeah, you can see currently rookie driving, trying to improve his time, though he's not got much of an improvement here. And he crashes into the wall, causing him to lose even more. So he'll stay in 25th place unless he gets beaten by a few other players. As we get back here, I didn't get memed that much. I'm sad. I did not get memed in chat. Come on, guys, you're better than that. And so you can see here the standings. Top 26 made it in. CD, thank you for all your admin work in the background. And Rabbi is currently casting for his team of Eon. So if you guys want to take a look at some Americans casting and really taking a look at their team rather than just the event as a whole, you can go over there. However, you should probably stay here if you want to look more towards the front, such as Lingo, Tank Rom. I did not see Neil, actually. Where is Neil? Probably in another server, actually, now that I just thought about it. No, Nalex, that is perfect. Thank you for that one. I needed that one. Thank you, Nalex. Thank you. Alright, so here we go. 1 minute on the warm-up here. And then we will get ourselves the app records in the books. So this works a lot like TMGLO did for a couple months ago. That was a while ago now that I think about it. TMGLO. For anyone who doesn't know the format, you have to put in your fastest time. And all across, the players all across every server will be putting in times. And you need to be in a certain position after all of the times have been put in. And you'll be into the semifinals before heading into the grand finals for this qualification. As we've seen these maps before. We saw these maps for the APAC scene and the EMEA scene. Right now it's for the NA SAM scene. So now, we've gone on going for 7 minutes. Once again, we get a nice camera shot over everyone else. Who do you think is going to get the fastest time here, Chad? I want to see who's going to get the fastest first time. It's not going to be Metalos. It's definitely going to be someone else closer to the front, as I see a lot of players resetting at this point. Nigel falls off. Mitch, oh, he's in the front here, so he's going to be in the top 5 to get us off and going here as we head towards the finish. One last big turn, and then there's going to be this nice, this 180. A jump over the road border does kill. And then you do that 180, you fly up into the air, and you bonk off of the sign. Nat's currently with the fastest time in another server. Spicy Bread, Hydro, and then North complete your top 4 at the current moment. So we'll see that change relatively soon when the top players start getting clean times down, such as Pankrom, Charles, Neil, and Ingo. See it as Yandro drives a 42.7 here. We're looking at probably a 42 point, I'd say 4 would be good enough for top 7 at this point in time. So let's see what these players can bring to us here. Charles is behind Tankrom by quite a bit. He bonks off too high. Hits the arrows and not the plastic. So he won't get the bounce he wants. And look at Tankrom with the 0.18. That's likely going to be good enough to win, though. But we will see. We will see as Lingo gets himself into the 0.5s. That's more what I expected. 0.5, 0.4 would get you a top 7. See if Nats can improve on his time as well. Get ahead of Lingo ahead of Tankrom possibly, but time will tell, as a decent time out of Rookie there. A second behind Lingo at the current moment, but still overall decent time, getting a 43.5. Can't be mad at yourself with time like that, as Lingo driving through here, very equal with his time. He'll land early on the sand, and he'll get himself up by 0.03 of a second. He's got to try and keep that one together. Lands early, really on the apex of that jump here. Jump high enough to get the bounce, and there you go, 0.4. Would only see him in 4th position, as Yandro and Nerith with very nice times of their own. I do believe Nerith is Tankrom, though. No, it's not. I'm stupid. I really am stupid. Don't mind me being stupid. Laugh at me, even. Laugh at me. As we are going onto the Jamaican's point of view here of Mello. Let's see if he can get himself a good time. He had a rough go about it at first on the first map here. Let's see what he can do on the second map, though. He's not been doing too well. A Spud here. Let's see if he can bring himself to a nice little finish. Current best is a 47. That's probably with a reset, so let's see. Crashes into the wall. Let's go back onto Lingo here, currently in 4th and not able to get in a nice time. Exotica gets himself up into 4th as well. The 0.4 is coming in strong, as Nerith and Yandro getting 2nd and 3rd. Ravi, are you not playing? I thought you would be playing. Stop memeing me in chat and start playing. Come on, man. Represent your country. No, to be fair, there is another Mexican playing at the current moment. I don't know if it's you, but I don't think you changed your name, so. I love Nalex for memeing me like this. Thank you. That's everything I ever wanted. When I said 0.4s would probably get you in top 7, seems like I'm about right. Charles in 6th as a 0.61. Nats in 7th with a 0.62. They can get themselves the cleanest laps they possibly can. They'll probably be in the 0.4s, 0.3s. Tankrom right now with a solid 0.1. I don't know if he needs to improve it, but he could try to do so. He's so far ahead of everyone else by the middle of the round that it's going to be really tough for anyone else to come back. He's 2/10 ahead by the second to last checkpoint. So it's really, really tough for anyone to really come up and make a dent in that lead. Oh, sad for Ravi. Sad Mexico sounds for Ravi. Let's look at Mello here. Ravi's neighbor lives on an island a little bit down south. The Jamaican here, let's see what he could do. Currently would be in 9th position if he can keep up this speed. Trying to catch up the Nova Star, who is about a 10th ahead, and there you go. Gotta catch up a lot now. He's fast in this last section here. As long as he jumps low enough, he will. Yeah, there you go. 6th position in the server. He'll be happy with that. 0.585 will get him 7th overall. He'll be very, very happy with that. Ahead of Nats now, who still hasn't improved his time since about the 5-minute mark, I want to say. No one's really improved their time since the 4-3-minute mark either, other than Mello. At this point in time, you got to risk really hard, and this map, not exactly the best for risking, as Simon will find himself unable to get himself a new time. A 43.6 is respectable, though. Good job by Simon to find himself in that position. Exotica. Let's see if he can improve his time on a 4.42. I saw him on a decent run. As don't see any other players improving at the current moment. 10 seconds left. No one's really going for it at this point. So, oh, there you go. Neil coming in with a 2-second snipe. A 0.2 of his own. And there you go. Neil finally finding himself in the top 7. Finds himself in 2nd. Nice little snipe there. Ah, that's why the other server crashed. So everyone just joined here? Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. Sad that it crashed. Sad indeed. Alright, on to map number 3 now. This 1 minute warm-up before we go on to the 7 minute qualification again. Everyone's going to be on the server this time, I think. Because, yeah, the other server seems to have crashed. Yeah, Freezer, why would you freeze the other server? Why would you do such a thing? Why aren't you even playing? Come on, man, you'd probably be into top 16. Can't believe you, Freezer. I can't believe you've done this. I'm gonna make disappointed fridge sounds if you... I can't believe it. Sag to not see Tubes playing in. At least he's here watching. Dude, Freezer, you are good enough. Shut up. Literally top 10 Canada. Can't tell me you're not good enough. Come on now, come on. Don't you wanna rub it into all the American plebs? Come on now, come on. We're on to Thomburn here. French Canadian's gonna try and show us how it's done. So currently behind a whole buttload of players who find themselves currently on really solid times. Thomburn to take the more safe and conservative approach, going more inside during the dirt line, more outside during the tech drift, as currently finding himself in around 10th place, which is where he will find himself if he does finish this lap, though maybe a little bit higher with all these crashes that's happening. They're falling like flies in front of him. So he's taking all these very safe lines, very close to clipping. And as he nearly does, we'll see here where he'll end up afterwards, as Neil currently in the lead, big lead on top of that, over everyone else, and he'll get the fastest time to start us off with a 54.4, Yandro in second with a 54.6, and Exotica with a 54.9, everyone else with 55 so far. Obviously, the mid to low 54s are what you're aiming for here, and those three Americans have done well to get themselves in that position. See if others can get themselves in to the 54s. Currently only Neil, Yandro, and Exotica, though. They've only had one run to go at it, and there's another one. From Random, who gets himself a 55.1, very close to the 54s. Nats gets himself a 55.1 as well. So, yeah, the players getting really close to that 54 mark. That's about where you want to be. You want to get into top 16, but if you want to get into the top 7, which you can see on the map records on the top left, you want yourself to be in the mid 54s, I would think, as Nereth gets himself up to second place with a .505. Good time there by Nereth. Let's see if Charles can get himself into the top 5 here. He's fighting actually with Neil's time. He was very, very close to it, but the dirt section seems to have ruined that. He's now behind by a quarter of a tenth, as Charles is going to catch up, but Tankrom actually with a time ahead of him as well, so he'll need to fight off Tankrom as well, catch up to them in this last section. 0.4 of an advantage over his last PB, but he crashes the finish. Charles still gets a 54.6, but that was going to be a 54.5, possibly even 4. He not crashed there, so currently in third place overall. Tankrom with a little bit of a meh at the end of his lap finds himself currently in 6th, despite being ahead of even Neil during the last 2 checkpoints. Neil still has that lead after playing that first lap, and not improved since. Nereth still with that 55.05, but Yandro finally improves 54.428, 100th behind his American compatriot. Got Charles, Lingo, Tankrom, and Random finding himself now in the 54s as well. Nalax, I completely agree. I do need to work on my tech, dirt, ice, full speed, plastic, water, grass, mix, transitional, gears, map awareness, and casting. I do need to work on all of those, and possibly a few more. Honestly, I probably also want to work on my bobsled. I'd probably want to work on my water. I probably want to work on all those things. Yandro with a 54.3, just noticed that. Very nice time there, getting himself ahead of Neil by 9 hundredths of a second, yeah. 90 milliseconds is the difference. Nereth still hasn't improved. Lingo has caught up to Nereth just a little bit, though he's also behind by 90 milliseconds. Just behind him is Charles with that 54.609. Tankrom, and then Mint Perfect getting right in front of our random here. Probably currently in 8th. Marina, I'll always work on you if you need it. Just give me a DM. I'll work on anyone who sends me a DM, to be fair. Good times here being done by all the players. Nixotica, 6.82 now. Getting himself into 6th. Decent time out of Nixotica. No other improvements out of Neil, which is surprising. That first run he did, the least amount of pressure, allowed him to get a very nice first time, but he's equal with it right now. Let's see. Neil F1 can get himself a new PB as he's out of the last corner. Seems fast enough, and yes, that is into the 0.3s for Neil. Not caught up to Yandro, not even close, but farther away from Nereth, Lingo, Charles, Nixotica, and Tankrom. Nereth not on a run. I think he seems happy with 3rd place. Don't know if he's going to be able to improve from there. Mello currently in 7th position in the server, though the other servers are going to be, I think they are somewhat back as to not overload this server. So that's why you see Mello is currently in 7th, but not in 7th on the map records. Well, let's see what he can bring here, as this is his last run. He makes a mistake, that's all she's going to write for this one. Currently got the same pace as 9th place, but let's see if he can get himself up that order. No new improvements for anyone else in the top 7. 30 seconds to go, and Mello hits into the wall. No improvements for him either, as Yandro, oh no, that hits him, overtaken by Neil, who gets a 0.15 improvement. If 150 millisecond improvement, I don't even know where he found that. I have no idea where he could have found that 0.15 improvement. What a time out of Neil. 54.23. Oh, man. Woo. Alright, so the Americans really good on that last map there. Yandro, and you got yourself Yandro and obviously Neil up at the front there. Did very, very decently on that last map. Now we're back onto map number 1 as yeah, we're back here, and what is that? What have you done? Who's this guy? No, this guy. This guy. Why does he do everything I do? It's crazy. And he's also upside down. Anyway, we are going to take a short little break here as we get set and ready to figure out who's in our top 16. And afterwards, we will get ourselves into the matchup for the semifinals. Who's the real one? I have no idea. Guys, I don't know who's real, who's fake. I don't know. Guys. Who's this guy? Who's this guy? I don't know. No idea. Oh my god. My head hurts. No, your head doesn't hurt. Your head doesn't hurt. Stop it. Stop pointing at me. You know what? I think we're going to take a break to resolve this guy's issues. Right? And we'll be back very shortly as we figure out who got top 16. Alright. We're here? This guy's here now. Wait, this guy? This guy? I don't know. I give up. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, catception here. We are back after the qualifications, and as you can see, we've got ourselves a wonderful little bracket here. I think you can pull it up now. There you go. Our nice little bracket here, where all the top 16 players have made it. So, let's read off the top 16 in order first, and then I'll bring you the matches. So, Neil finished in first place. No real surprise there. He really was the fastest overall. Yandro finds himself in second position after a very strong third map as well. Lingo finds himself in third. Nerith in fourth. Tankrom in fifth. Maybe a little bit less practice for Tankrom. Or maybe Lingo, Yandro, Neil got that much better that they overtook Tankrom. Let's see, though. Nexotica in sixth. Charles, the best South American player. North in eighth. Random in ninth. Hydro in 10th. Nova Star in 11th. Mello, the only Jamaican to make it through, in 12th. Nats in 13th for Chile. Perfect, Mitch, and Crypt finish out your bottom 14, 15, and 16th slot. And so, they'll be playing in this format here. Neil will be playing with North, Random, and Crip. Nerith will be playing with Tankrom, Mellow, and Nats. I think that server is going to be one of the ones that we want to watch. Yandro, Charles, Hydro, and Mitch. That one is also one that we could possibly watch. Lingo and Exotica, Novastar, perfect. Ooh, this is going to be tough. So, 2 players from each server will make it to the next semifinals at this point. Only the first? Oh, okay. Yeah, you took the first one. Yeah, makes sense. So, Neil, I'm expecting fully that Neil makes it through off the first one, though North and Random are going to fight for that second position. Well, Crip could as well. I have not seen him so far. I didn't see him qualify. So, we don't know. It's in rounds mode, right? So, that is really the difference maker. It's rounds mode. It's very different than just qualifying, right? Don't you agree? Yeah, I agree. So, all things considered, back onto the server now, as we'll get started in about 30 seconds time. I want to see your guys' predictions, as we'll be on server 1 with Neil, Random, Crip, and as well North. See who gets that second position, though. I do believe that we'll have the other players. I do believe I saw a lot of Perfect and not Mitch, Hydro on another server together, and that's probably where Rabbi is. So if you guys want to watch that server, possibly go check out Rabbi, who's currently casting. He's a good caster, right? Yeah, I watched him a bit. He's pretty good. Yeah, he's pretty good. All right, let's get on going, ladies and gentlemen. Into the match we go. I snap my fingers, and we are into the match. Crip, Neil, and North are here. Still waiting on no one else, because Random is here as well, and I just had my camera blocking that part of the screen. Beautiful. I could actually, like, make this smaller, can I? Oh, I can't. I totally can. I do have a button to hide it. Thank you very much. I love chat. I just looked at it after that start. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. So we're gonna head into our first map here. Crip, North, Neil, Random. On this one here. First. Is it the 2 or is it the 3? I have no idea. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I have no idea it's first to what. I'm gonna guess it's to the TMGL-O and TMGL-C and TMGL, just straight up TMGL format, where it's 3 and then finalist. So let's see where we're getting to here, as we're gonna start us off with 4 Americans here. Crip, North, Random, Neil, though Neil is the favorite to win this one. He's the first one to crash. North currently in the lead by quite a large margin, as Random hits the wall, and that's going to allow Crip to get into second place. And he's not too far behind North if North makes a mistake, but he could safe it now and safely get first place if North makes a mistake. So he doesn't need to push it. He is ahead of Neil by quite a little bit, though Neil can catch up by quite a lot if time allows him, which it does. Look at this. He could catch up as North slows down. Crip catching up to North. But it's also Neil catching up to both of them at the exact same time. Neil with a better dirt line. He's going to get past Crip. He can't get past North, though. Who's going to get first place? Neil will get second. Crip will get third. Random will get fourth. 2 seconds behind. Yeah, it's normal cut mode. All right, there you go. See, I'm very, very blind heading into this. Mostly because I didn't pay attention. I'm sorry, SRK. I just didn't pay attention. I'm sorry, Professor. I just did not place down the notes. I did not write them down. I did not put them anywhere, and I didn't pay attention in class. And then the time I did pay attention in class, the dog ate the homer. Yeah. Obviously. As Neil currently in the lead, you see Crip as well as Random being right behind Neil, though Neil starting to break out into a bigger and bigger lead. North finding himself now into third, as that's a mistake out of Crip. He'll find himself about 4 seconds behind, I would say. Yeah, there you go. 4 seconds behind. Good guess on my end. Neil now over 3/4 of a second ahead of Random, who's about 3/4 of a second ahead of North. And that's going to make some big discrepancies between all the players. 54.5 out of Neil. That's practically qualifying time, as Random will get second with a 55.3. You're going to see him shoot up the rankings as well, getting himself into third. Crip will get himself now into fourth. He's got a chance to bring himself back, as long as he doesn't make too many mistakes. He'll find themselves into these fights more often than you might think, because this map, all about not making mistakes. As we saw during the qualification stage, it was really hard to get a time down. And so Neil putting in a 0.5, very surprising, because it's really hard to put one in, as Crip showing us that it is really hard to keep it together. He's now a second behind everyone else. Neil followed by North, followed by Random. It is a nice little choo-choo train, as right now Random lands earlier. He'll get more speed than North, but he'll go much wider and gain less speed overall. So Neil followed by North, followed by Random. This should not change unless someone crashed the ending here, as Neil ends out of the corner. Not crash, and no crash for Random either. And Crip will come in 5 seconds behind-ish of Neil, finding himself 3 points. At least he didn't DNF, and that's all that matters. Thank you! Finally, I see some copy pastas in chat. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. I love copy pastas. They are the best. Keep them coming, Nalax. Keep them coming. I love to see them. Into this next round now, Neil will need to do a little bit of catch up on Random here, but he won't need to do that much, because Random going a little bit more inside gives him less speed once he gets out of the exit, allowing Neil to grab back the lead. North right behind. He clips into the wall, allowing Crip through, and Crip is actually close enough behind that if anyone makes a big mistake, he'll be right there. No, push too hard, and falls out of that running for the podium position. Neil and Random fighting for first place here, but Random not able to catch up out of the corner, and Neil will take himself first place again. Good time out of Random too. I think that's as fast as his qualifying time on this map, so very, very solid, if not faster actually. So very solid time out of North. Neil, who plays for Wumbo, by the way, if you're wondering what that W dot is, it is for Wumbo. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on to map number 2 now. Neil currently in the lead, not surprising whatsoever. 37 points out of a possible 40. So, came in first 3 times, came in second the other, and that would be the first round of the match. He came in second there. Behind him is North with 27. Not too bad, not too shabby. Random on 22, and Crip on 14. Now, if he doesn't want to cripple his chances here of getting into the top 2 and moving to the semifinals, he'll want to get out of the last place. Of course, I think the thing for Crip here is to not push too hard. Obviously, if you crash out, you're gonna find yourself down to last or into third, right? And so, if you don't crash and you're just slower than everyone else, you will still be ahead of those that crash. And so, it's still important to keep in mind that not crashing is still very important. Being consistent when you're not the fastest man on track is probably the most important part of any competition like this. Heading into the first round now. Neil, after the warm-up, looks pretty decent as he crashes into the wall. Icaster cursed the hell out of him, but he's still not that far behind. He's only behind by 351 milliseconds. That is catch-upable. He could definitely get back into this fight if he so wanted to. If he doesn't crash into the wall again, I would not be surprised. As North and Random fight for second place at the current moment. Crip is the one who's in the lead. As Random right now, trying to find more speed, gets a nice little exit, and that's Neil once again clipping, and Crip, he's got one last turn left to go here. He goes wide, but he's gonna get so much more speed than Random. He's gonna get first. That's his first win of the match, and everyone's gonna be happy with this because it's in a backwards order. This is reverse order of the current points, so everyone is gonna catch up to everyone else. This is very good for everyone involved, and except for Neil, obviously. Neil doesn't want to get caught up by North, Random, or Crip, but it's good for us viewers, right? It's good for the viewership. It's good for all the excitement, right? Neil, give us some excitement. Come on, man. You don't need to just stomp everyone, right? Make some mistakes here and there, which is already what he's doing. Guys, I forced him to crash. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, right? I'm gonna do it again to him just later on, right? As Random and Neil fight for the lead here. Neil actually behind Random on this particular lap once again. He can't catch up to him, and he's not got much time left to do it, as he's gonna go, oh, that is a beautiful last turn to steal it away from Random, as Random loses that lead, which he had about a 1/10 of a second over Neil, so he loses about 4/10 of a second overall in that final corner. Neil, that'll allow him to get himself into first by a large margin. But now, Random has caught up to North, even so. And so, at the current moment, Random only 1 point behind North. Crip is 10 points behind North. So he's not far off of second place either. Remember, first or second is what you need to move on to the next stage. Neil currently in the lead, North right behind him. Random finds himself in third, and Crip follows himself as, ooh, Neil makes a mistake. North will take advantage. Can Random take advantage, actually, as well? No, he can't. Neil almost actually caught back up because of a better jump, but could not do it. And so North will extend his lead over Random, especially. That's who he wants more points on, more so than anyone else. And he also catches up to Neil, which is also very important. Closer to first place, but gets away from third. Good round indeed. I agree with chat there. You agree with chat. North in the lead with Neil fighting Chris inside of him, but now loses a little bit of speed as North finds himself a great line, but less exit speed than Neil, so Neil will tie it back up again. A little bit more space here for Neil, so he'll get more speed out of the exit. Goes wider, and so that'll allow North with rather more inside line to get himself up into first place. Crip had so much speed. What a line out of Crip, even though he crashes out. That might be something to look into. That was a really, really good stretch there by him, and North will once again win the round. Neil in second, Random in third. And Crip, who had a really solid run there in the end and could have gotten second, will instead get himself no points. That's rough. Those 3 points could come in handy later on. But we'll see, we'll see. I need air. I need to open my window. It is currently 27 in my room. It was 22. Listen, guys, I'm dying. Yep, loud. All right, fine. I'm closing it off. I want to sleep. I don't want to sleep. What am I talking about? I want air. I'm dying here, guys. That's not fans, by the way. That's me opening my window and someone is doing their grass. It's so loud. What are those called? Those lawnmowers. I like how everyone just said yep loud. Damn it. You guys can't even allow me to get some air. No, I should have, what's that movie again? Spaceballs? They have some Aerie, you know? Air in a can. Like fun of Perrier, they got some Aerie. You just, breathe some air from, the Aerie can. That's what I want right now. I just want some air circulation. Your neighbor's lawnmower made out of people. Wait, that's the cheering fans? No, I don't hear it. I don't have in-game sound. Sorry, guys. I don't hear it. You know what else I don't hear? I didn't hear Crip hitting into that wall. I just saw it with my very own eyes. I'm sure you guys saw it as well. As North also makes a mistake, so Random and Neil will be fighting for the lead as North makes so much of a mistake that Crip actually has caught up nearly the entire way through. He could probably get third here. He pushes just a little bit harder here, or if North makes another mistake as Random and Neil really with a big lead now on Random. North finding himself in third place, and I think this is where everyone's gonna stand as, yeah, there's gonna be no changing in the order. Let's go! I cursed Neil again. Let's go! I'm so good at this. I am so good at this. I love my job, man. Some days I can go the entire day without caster cursing once, and other days I could go the entire day without giving anyone a compliment before they crash. Neil was so fast in the finish, he just crashed the checkpoint. Sag for Neil. Hopefully he slows down. There is a speed limit on this map. I know there's not a lot of speed limits in the Americas, but there's one on this map as North tries to bring in this speed. So does Random actually over Neil. Look at this. This is actually going to be really, really close. North might actually have the speed here. North has overtaken Neil right at the end. Once again, Neil gets sniped from the last checkpoint. Crip wants to make it a little bit funny. Give us the haha funny moment finish. Nah, he's not going to get it. No haha funny moment finish for him. He'll finish in fourth place. Random so close to getting himself third as well. As much as he caught up last round, he's once again farther away as Neil, he's struggling in these rounds now. What is this? He can't even win a round anymore. Come on, Neil. This? You know you're better than this. North will fight with Neil here. Getting into the jump now. A little slalom part here. Through the trees, through the sand as well. Neil will grab a big lead. It's about 2/10 over North at the current moment. Random catching up. So is Crip. As Crip goes more inside. That's so close for Crip, but he gains more speed out of it. Oh, who's in between the two? That is so close. Random just edges out Crip. North got beaten by Neil. That was expected. Neil finally wins a round. I had to cast curse him. But Random and Crip, that is a GR. All I had to do was reverse caster curse him. I really am just in control of Neil right now. I don't know what I'm doing. But every time I say something, right, it just happens. I either caster curse him or I reverse caster curse him, right? Because obviously if you use reverse psychology, right? Well, it's going to be reverse caster cursing. So there you go. I can do both, ladies and gentlemen. Neil currently in the lead. Random is going to overtake for second place. Look at the speed he brings, actually. He's going to catch up to Neil just a little bit with as North in third place now. Let's see if he can catch up to Random in the section ending. No, he can't. And Neil won't make a mistake in the ending once again. No one makes a mistake in the ending. And so, Neil will extend his lead over North. But Random catches up very, very slightly over his American compatriot. 84-73 is this fight here for second place. And now Neil is 2 points away from getting himself into finalists. which means he's only a possible 2 rounds away from finishing. He gets himself 2 rounds. He can finish whatever position he wants in this next round, as long as he finishes first. In any subsequent round afterwards, he will be the first winner to go into the semi-finals. Any other players are currently in the semi-finals? Anyone's made it so far? Don't know. It's, seems not at the moment. Seems like not at the moment. Unless it's here, no. None of the other matches are finished yet. Thank you, CD, for the intel. We have 14 seconds left before we get started here, ladies and gentlemen. 98 points to the name of Neil, 84 to North. He can finish in second place, then get a first place, and then get another first place, getting himself a finalist victory in 3 rounds, if he so decided. If he comes in second this round and then wins 2 in a row, he will come before Neil does. So North has a chance to actually beat out Neil for the first seed out of this quarterfinal match. North and Neil fighting for the lead at the current moment. Random finding himself in third place, both in scoring and in this round. Crip finding himself with 42 points. And although he's played well, not well enough to keep up with the likes of Neil and North at the current moment. Random even having a massive lead over Crip, both in terms of score and in terms of time this round, as Random ahead of Crip by 4/10, and Neil ahead of North by 1/4 of a second, as Neil gains even more time here. He'll go higher up, gaining more speed out of the exit, and he'll get a beautiful one at that. 10 points for him. And now North, he needs to win the next 2 rounds to get the upper seed over Neil. And if Neil wins this round, he'll get himself into the semi-finals. North, 10 points away, which means, 9 points away. 10 points away from a finalist mode himself. So if he gets a win, he'll get finalist mode. If he wins again, he'll win his finalist mode. Random here to make an insane comeback would need to win the next 3 rounds. And even then, he'd only be finalist. So he's got a minimum of 4 rounds left remaining here to win and get himself second place in all possibility here. Unless Crip were to win a round, it'd be pretty bad for everyone else, other than Crip, obviously, who would be very happy with that. As Neil is in finalist mode, and he's only got a few more turns left, and there's no time for Random to catch back up here. But you know what? There is time for Random to stay ahead of North, and by that, I mean he's got 6-second advantage over the North American. As Random gets second, Crip gets third, North will get fourth. And North now will need second or first place. He can't allow himself to get third if he wants to get himself into finalist mode. And for Random, if he gets 10th place here, he'd be in the same boat as North. So if this round finishes, Random, Crip, North, neither of them will be in finalists. However, they'll both be on the verge of finalists, and we could possibly see a double finalist mode situation. Hankrom wins his match. Good stuff out of him. Keep forgetting that I'm not on my own stream. I can't talk as leisurely as I normally do. As North in the lead at the current moment. This is not what we want to see if we want to see a double finalist mode in next round. So right now we want Random. There you go, North. Thank you very much. But we wanted Crip. There you go, North. Good job. Wait, Random. Oh no, Random also made a mistake. Crip, you can win this round if you like, but yeah, Crip's gonna win his second round. Just playing it smoothly. He'll get himself a nice little smoothie. 2.5 seconds ahead of Random. Now Random is forced to win this next round if he wants to be finalist. North can just finish any round in whatever position, and he'll be fine as long as North doesn't finish in first place here. Into this round we go. This is probably the most important round so far. Good job by Neil, but yeah, that was somewhat expected. Now, the fight here is between North and Random, and as Crips made a mistake, he's no longer going to be a factor in this round as North gets more speed out of the exit, ahead of Random now by over 2/10. Look at that. Random's made a massive mistake there. He's lost so much time, and now he's going to need to catch it all back up to North here as we're halfway through this lap. You'll need to do something terrific to catch back up. And as North goes a little bit wide, look at the speed out of Random here. He's going to catch back up. North slightly ahead once again. Wider turn out of Random. Will he get more speed out of the exit? He slams into the wall. North will get himself finalist, and Random will not. That's so important for North to stop Random from getting finalist mode. North, who is currently at 99 points, now finalist. And Random, who was on 92, now on 99 rather than finalist. We head on to the last map now. No way we stay alive further than this map. Crip would need to win every single round from here on in. Well, to be fair, Random could win this round, right? But then afterwards, Crip would need to win every single round here on in. Yeah, that would take 5 rounds. So let us see, ladies and gentlemen, Bunk Wall round Wisteria by Kyle and Mannix. Neil already through to the semifinals. He's probably got himself a nice little drink. Maybe it's water. Maybe it's an electrolyte drink of some kind. Not sponsored, so I mean, water is water. Can you get sponsored by a water brand? I don't. Do water brands sponsor anything? No. Anyway, Neil in first. Crip currently in fourth. And Crip would need to do quite the comeback here. Get back into this match. Random is on a random amount of 99. 1 point away. He'll need to keep North out of first place. He'll want either Crip or himself to get into first place. Otherwise, North makes it to the semifinals, and Random and Crip will fall down to, well, elimination. They will be eliminated. That's not what either player wants, I would think. Let's see this fight now. Random starting off a little bit behind his northern compatriot North here. Finding himself in first place, and Crip is going to be a non-factor in this round, and so it's all down to North and Random. Let's see it. North is currently in the lead, though Random with more speed, he'll land a lot later and with a lot more angle, giving back the lead to North. North only has one more 180 to go, but Random with more speed. North, perfect bounce, perfect finish, perfect match. North will be through and into the semifinals along with Neil. Crip and Random get eliminated. GG's to both. And that's quarterfinals number 1 done. We already know that Tankrom is already through. Quarterfinal 3 also ongoing. All good, all good. Let me put my phone here because that's how I see my stuff. Because I got my phone. So, I don't know if you have an updated bracket you could possibly show us. But if you don't, that's good, that's good. It's all fine and dandy. I'm just going to talk to my left-sided counterpart here. How are you doing, left side? I'm doing pretty good, right side. How are you doing, chat? I'm sure chat loved that. Chat, I'm sure you also love the antics between myself and left QDC. Which one is better? Left QDC or right QDC? Keep that in mind as we might have just joined in at the wrong time for this match. Yeah, the other servers are also done. Charles and Hydro have made it through. Yandro has been eliminated. ladies and gentlemen, in server 3. So Yandro, second-ranked player in the qualifying stage, not through to the quarterfinals. And there you go. I think you guys might be able to see sooner rather than later. There you are. The standings. So, Neil gets first, North gets second in quarterfinal 1. They're through to semifinal 1. Nerith and Tankrom get first and second over Mello and Nats. Sag, the South Americans, find themselves without a trip to the semifinals. Yandro and Charles, the last South American, still in this match here. Charles gets first, Hydro gets second, Yandro got third. He was also in finalist mode, but he just could not pull it off, and Mitch gets himself fourth in that quarterfinal match. Good job by Mitch, though, to get into the quarterfinals in the first place. Exotica wins a quarterfinal match 4 along with Lingo. Novastar and Perfect are now eliminated. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for round number 1, quarterfinals. Will be up next, the semifinals. You'll be joined by Left Quantum Deathcat and Right Quantum Deathcat. Who's your favorite? Type it in chat. We're going to go on to a break. Yeah? Okay. Okay, I'm holding. I'm holding. Let me hold my stuff. There you go. Yeah, we're holding hands. Cat, we're holding hands here. There you go. Left QDC and right QDC are holding hands, okay? We're holding. I've been told to hold. I'm holding on. Oh, I'm holding strong. Come on. Ah! All right. Okay, I can throw it. All right, to a break we go, ladies and gentlemen. Right QDC or left QDC? You tell me. And who's going to get into the grand finals? You tell me. Hey, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back. Small PVC. I am back, ladies and gentlemen. I had a little incident with Pat, who just decided to have his way with me and play a little too much, and I couldn't come back in time for the start of the match. However, we are here now for the first round. I did pass a little bit of it. I wasn't live, but thank you, Deployer, for allowing me back entry into your wonderful ears, as we're now at the end of the second round, and it seems like Nexotica might just steal first from Lingo. No, it's very close though. He stole third from Charles, and that's all that's important. Charles is now stuck in third because of it. And Hydro, well, he was so far behind, only separated by 1/10. Was all three of those players. Okay. I'll tell you guys, I'm taking care of a kitten right now, and poor little kitten needed to be held, right, to be fed with milk, and he decided to go to the bathroom then and there, so I did have to wash myself very, very thoroughly after finishing. Yes. The life of taking care of kittens. They're very cute. Don't know when to go to the bathroom right away. As Hydro finding himself in a fight with Charles and Lingo. Will Lingo win this round here, or will there be another snipe? It seems like Lingo, though, will keep it together, and Hydro can't catch up to him in time. Charles will get third once again, finding himself in the bottom two. And even though Charles is really close in this fight, in terms of times, he's not close in terms of points. He's down in last, and it's not from lack of trying, and it's not from the lack of anything else. Really, it's just a lack of getting sniped by an Exotica here and there, and finding himself just down in third place most of the time. I like the fight in chat about who would win between right QDC and left QDC. Well, let's see if they'll make a comeback a little bit later on in the stream, as Charles right now tries to make a comeback up into the point leaderboard, but he goes really wide. Will Lingo or Hydro, be able to catch up to him? I don't think so. That's a very beautiful line out of Charles, but now the fight's between Lingo and Hydro. It's only 2 milliseconds that separates the two of them. And that is Hydro ahead of Lingo. And everyone's going to be happy with that except for Lingo, who everyone else catches up to him except for Exotica. Finds himself now in last with Charles having won that round. Marina, I just drank water and I read what you wrote in the same time. And I nearly just choked on that water. Very, very nearly. Very close. Very, very close. Very close. You didn't get me to choke. Not just yet. Anyway, into the match we go. For map number 2, Lingo in the lead with 32, Hydro in second, 27, Charles in third, 23, Exotica in fourth, 18. Only 2 of these players will go into the grand final match here on this wonderful Friday evening. Well, afternoon for some of these players, but evening for most of us, especially those that are at night. Wonderful deployer. I think SRK went to bed, so good bed to him. Thank you, CD, as well as Parker in the background, getting everything done for this team while the North Americans are around having some fun. So, Lingo off to that lead, but will he keep it on the second map, or will it suit someone else? Hydro in second place at the moment. Might be a surprise to a few players, as he was not that good during qualifying. He was not exactly the best, but qualifying the fastest doesn't mean that you're consistently fastest, and that showed with Leandro, who could not keep it together and did not win his server. Charles in front of Exotica, in front of Hydro, who's in front of Lingo. Lingo lingering in fourth place, fighting with Hydro for third position, getting into the podium positions now, and should get ahead of Exotica, but he goes so wide, does not slow down, and because of that, that wider line allows Hydro back through. Charles and Exotica fighting for the last position, and Charles chokes the last landing, and Hydro gets ahead of Lingo, who makes a mistake of his own. Exotica will get first due to the Charles mistake, and that's a loss of 7 points, and Exotica is now back in the fight. So you're wanted, Saj. I get it. Yeah, that was a really good run too by Charles. He was ahead on nearly 2/10 on Exotica that round. Let's see if he can pull another good round just like that one in a fight with Hydro, though, this time. Rather than Exotica, they're side by side, they're inside of each other. Let's see what they can do to themselves. What can they push out of these F1 looking S cars? As Lingo has overtaken Exotica, they're in a fight of their own in third, fourth position as Hydro overtakes Charles, but Charles more inside to outside, back to inside, into the fight now with what happened there? He slows down! He gets a slowdown! And so Lingo now back into the fight, but he won't get first because that's Hydro who does it. Hydro wins this round, and he's now tied with Lingo for the lead. Exotica and Charles are getting left in the dust by the top 2. Oh man, yeah, he just had a reliability issue of Max Verstappen no power moment, I guess, for Charles in that last round. Hopefully it doesn't happen a third time, because once again he was on a really solid time round 1 and clips the last corner, and then in last round he just gets a massive slowdown. As Lingo now with a big lead. Exotica's gonna catch up to him. Charles in the background gonna try and catch up to both as Lingo gets a slowdown of his own, goes way too close to the border edges of the map, and he'll pay the price. Exotica in the lead Charles gonna try and catch up. Will Charles lose more places here? To this ending, no, but it's Exotica, who's really close to having that happen to himself. And now it's the other way around. Hydro's in fourth, and Lingo is in third. The other two players catching up, and now Exotica only 6 points away from the lead, and Charles now 13. 13's not too far away, all things considered, right? In 3 rounds' time, he could be back into that fight and just like a couple points behind. But as well, he could be a very sad contributor to the rounds where he just finds himself in third and fourth. Even if he's in the lead for most rounds or in contention for most of these rounds, he just can't clutch it out together. Or so it seems. Can he clutch it out this round? That would be very nice to see here. Winning a round after being in the lead for all 4 rounds so far? No. Lingo and Exotica will fight for this lead. And Charles being left in the dust. As he goes more inside, he'll be more inclined, but he'll get less speed as Lingo clips. And now it's Charles and Exotica once again. Exotica in the lead though, but not as far as last time. And Charles catch up, more inside, less speed out of the corner. And so he'll get his 4th place with a choke once again. And Charles, an unfortunate set of events. Instead of getting 7, he'll get 3. And allows the other players to zoom past ahead. 4 points separating Exotica, Lingo, and Hydro. Meanwhile, Charles being left in the dust. Charles in the mud. 3 chokes by Charles there. On that map. That's going to hit the mental. That is rough. This is where the mental game also starts to play in, right? Because Charles is good enough to have the same 50 amount of points. The same amount of points as the other players who are on 50. And Charles right now on 39, after having a horrendous second map, I think could definitely be in that fight for the lead. And right now, after that horrendous second map, will the mental play a game here? How much will it weigh down on him? It's an amazing first round on the second map. He throws it all away in the last one there. Can he come back is actually the real question, though. Is his mental shot? Is he too many points behind already? Can he catch up? The nice little comeback here on Wisteria by Manox and Kyle. 12 seconds until we find out round number 1 here. Very tight matchup so far, all things considered. Exotica trying to show us an alternate route through. Just can't get the finish during this warm-up. The Canadian, 2 Americans, and the Colombian fighting for the lead, fighting to get into the grand finals here. Who will it be between Lingo and Exotica, Hydrox and Hydro, and Charles? Lingo currently in the lead, and Exotica is in second. Charles and Hydro having made a mistake. They're going to fight for the last podium position as things currently stand, as Exotica also clips it to the wall. He clips out of the map altogether. Lingo is all alone at the front. Charles and Hydro behind are over a second behind. Lingo is now so far ahead. All he has to do is bring this one straight into the finish. Charles will be happy after getting that first corner incident, going from first to fourth, find himself at second at least. And Exotica, ooh, he won't be too happy with that, losing a lot of points here to Charles, Lingo, and Hydro. He's still in that fight, but with Lingo now in a big lead now. Yeah, he's now 9 points ahead. They were all tight together. 4 points separate the 3 of them, and now it's over 10. See the Spanish Vamos is in chat. Would that be Vamais? Maybe. Vamos, Charles, as we get on going here. Well, I'll give it to my French compatriot as well. Away Lingo. And I'll say as well, let's go, Exotica and Hydro. Just so I include everyone. We like ourselves a little bit of inclusivity, of course. Exotica in the lead. Lingo right there. Hydro fighting for the lead as well. It's all interchanging. And oh, Lingo clips the land border there as Exotica I thought he was going to go a little bit too high. It didn't in the end. Good for him. Exotica gets first. Hydro gets second. Lingo gets third. And, oh, poor Charles finds himself down in last again. Big crash out of him. And that's rough for him. Again, he's now down by over 20 points on Lingo. He needs to win a round here. Get his mental back into it. And Exotica will try to catch up to Lingo. Charles fighting with Hydro for the last podium position. Lingo, ooh, very nice line. Very, very fast, but very risky as well. That's something you'd see during the qualifying round, I'm sure. Exotica not even daring to go for that line, as Lingo now with a big lead. Exotica goes a little bit too wide. That allows Charles to attack. He's got more speed out of the exit. And so Charles falls back down to third. Charles with a better line. Can he catch back up? No, he won't. So Lingo gets first. That's a very solid time, 42.4. Exotica gets second. Charles gets third. Hydro gets fourth. Very good round by everyone involved. No one with a really big mistake. But Charles will need more than that to catch back up to the leading pack. 81, 73, 67, and 54. As now everyone is really well separated by at least 6 points, I should say. Lingo and Exotica separated by 8. Hydro and Exotica separated by 6. Charles and Hydro separated by 13. At the start of this map, it was 13 between himself and Lingo. His woes continue on map 3 here, as it's hysterics on Wisteria. Lingo in the lead, trying to fend off Hydro here. Hydro will fend himself off as he crashes into the wall, and Charles will gain second position off of that. He'll be somewhat happy with that. Getting himself ahead of Hydro and Exotica in this round will be very, very worthwhile. The fact that Hydro actually got last might even be better. But only time will tell. On to the next map now. 91 points for Lingo. If he wins this round, he'll be finalist. But he's a maximum of 3 rounds away from finalist mode. Dude's got a little freaking leaf blower over there. Oh. Just some leaf blowing at 28 degrees outside, man. I'm gonna take a sip of water here as we're back on pace. I kind of came back in a haste earlier on, knowing that I was a little bit late back to this first round on this first map. Not surprising though. What is surprising is the points gap. After the first map, it was so close. Even after the second map, it was relatively even. Yeah, it's 28, but it's also 100% humid. Okay? It's like 100% humidity. So, the amount of maps, there is no maximum amount of maps. It's how many points. And so you need to get 100 points to get yourself finalist mode, which you'll see with a big fat F, a red F, and the numbers on the back of the card will also be red. So Lingo is the only player currently in the fight for finalist mode. Once you reach that, you need to win a round, and then you win. So, once you reach finalist mode, you need to win a round, and then you'll win the semi-final in this case, because that's where we are currently standing. But right now, Lingo in the lead. Hydro is the only player who can stop him from reaching that finalist mode. And Exotica, a little bit too far behind, though. He's got more speed out of the exit here. He could catch back up with a more inside line, which he does get. He'll get more speed than Hydro. He goes wide, but Lingo will not linger this any longer than it needs to. Lingo will be into finalist mode. Hydro will get second. Exotica in third. Charles in fourth. And Exotica is 17 points away from finalists. And all Lingo needs to do is win one round. One round. And he's got 3 chances minimum before an Exotica becomes finalist himself and has a chance at winning. So 2 rounds before an Exotica becomes finalist and a 3rd round before he can even think about winning the semifinal here. So Lingo crashes out. That's one of his 3 tries. That's one of his 3 bullets. He's going to bite one of them. Doesn't like it. Hydro and Exotica will fight for more points, though. And that's exactly what they want to hear. Charles, though, he needs to catch up to them. He knows he needs to if he wants to get back into this match. But right now, just not there. Hydro is going to get more points than Exotica once again. 3 points will be caught up by Exotica. Over an Exotica by Hydro, I should say. 3 points separate them now, as they are both at now very, very close margins. Exotica, 1 round away if he wins this round. Hydro, 2 rounds away. Charles, a nice amount of points, but not in this situation. He is over 4 rounds away from even reaching finalist mode. And at that point, after reaching finalist mode, he needs to win another round. So pretty much he needs to win 5 rounds in a row here. Well, he could lose this one or any of the next few ones, but he needs to win every other one other than 1. It's not going to be this round. He's going to be in last again if he can't overtake Hydro, which he does. He overtakes Exotica as well. Oh, look at the speed. Look at the turn. Can he actually make it past Lingo? He's got a lot of speed here. He's got the nice angle. Exotica's going to catch up a little bit, not enough. Charles is going to get himself a 2nd place, the 7 points. As Lingo wins the round, he'll get into the grand finals. Good job by Lingo, the Canadian, finding himself in the grand finals of the North America, South America Monthly Cup. So now, we've got to figure out, is it going to be an Exotica? Is it going to be Hydro? Is it going to be Charles? And right now, in Exotica, all he needs to do is finish 3rd place, which is the lowest place he can be, gets him 5 points. Hydro, he's 10 points. All he needs to do is win a round. So Hydro, if he wins this round, and Exotica just finishes, as long as he doesn't DNF, we got a double finalist mode situation. And Charles here, he's going to do everything he can to get back into this match, though he's a little bit wide. He's got less speed, allowing Hydro through. That's not what Exotica needed, but Hydro's all out of control. And Exotica, he's out of control. Charles will win the round. He'll be on 86 points. But Hydro will be on 97. And Exotica on finalist. And Exotica, 1 round from winning this one out. He'll need to win this round, though, if he wants to stop Hydro from getting his own opportunity. Onto the next map now. Exotica was pretty decent on this one, especially. Hydro, he didn't win as many rounds on this one, so let's see if he can come back here with Lingo gone. Charles, he pretty much needs to win every round from here on out. Unless Hydro wins this round. And Charles just at least finishes, he'll have 2 chances to win afterwards. And they'll be his only chances. At this point in time, this is the only round Charles can afford to not come in first. And even then, I would be highly against that. I would not put my tournament hands in the hands of Hydro. Do not put your tournament life in the hands of someone else. So right now, Hydro, he needs to do the same thing. He can't allow Charles to win this round. He needs to rely on himself to beat out an Exotica first. And if both of them can beat out an Exotica this round, that'd be absolutely amazing. Onto the first round of Euphoria. It could be Euphoria for 1 player here, and despair for 2 others. And as an Exotica starts off strong, Charles here gonna catch up a little bit. Hydro now ahead of him. Exotica, though, he's the one who they need to get ahead of. And neither of them are ahead of an Exotica at this point in time. 1/10 ahead of both Charles and Hydro. And Hydro gets it pretty slowly. And that's Charles now who needs to catch up. He needs to do the job. He needs to get it done. More inside. We'll get less speed out of this corner as he goes wider. Onto this dirt turn, though. Gets more speed out of this exit. You can see him. He's catching up. He's catching up. He's catching up. Last turn. Last chance. Is it Charles? Is it Exotica? It's Charles! He keeps his season alive. He keeps Hydro's alive. It's not done yet. We got double finalist. And Charles is one win away from finalist himself. And now we got a match. And Exotica could get this stolen from right under his nose. What a comeback by Charles here to bring this match back in favor for Hydro. And even himself. After the despair that happened on this map for Charles earlier on. He's back in it. He's now in the lead even. Fighting with Hydro. It's Exotica who's in last. Exotica's got to make a comeback here to stop Hydro from winning this round. If he wants to win, if he wants to get to the grand finals, he needs to get ahead of Hydro, which he does. What a line out of him. And Charles, mistake! Despair! Hydro now in second with Exotica's incredible line. Heart attack last round. Heartbreak this one. Exotica survives the scare. And he's through to the grand finals. Hydro and Charles eliminated. Oh boy, oh boy. What a match. GG's. Woo! Oh boy, oh my god, deployer, what is this? Hold on, like this? Yeah, there you go. So you've got far out QDC, and you've got zoomed in QDC, right here. Yep, that's zoomed in QDC right there, ladies and gentlemen. So, this QDC zooms, by the way. He do be zooming. I don't know what kind of drugs he took to zoom this much. Or what this QDC here took to zoom out this much. But at this point in time, I guess we're just playing these nice old games here between left and right QDC, who is now zoomed and unzoomed QDC. Ladies and gentlemen, are we gonna go on to a break here, deployer? Or are we just gonna stall out for a little bit? Alright, let's go on to a break then. We'll be back in about 4 minutes time, ladies and gentlemen, for the grand final, which will include Exotica and Lingo, who survives the scare of Charles and Hydro. grand final time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's say hello to zoomed sideways QDC. Let's go. It's Quantum Wide Cat. Oh, hell yeah. I'm here with Quantum Death Cat here by my side. How you doing, Quantum Wide Cat? I'm Quantum Death Cat. Yeah, we're all doing so well. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the top 4. And if we can get the bracket up, we'll see that Neil and Lingo are going to be with Tankrom and Exotica, 2 French Canadians versus 2 Americans here, and no South American representation. Sag. Charles eliminated, sadly, in the semifinals, as well as you found yourself Mello and Nats not making it through from the quarterfinals. Neil, Tankrom, Lingo, and Exotica. Who do you gotta win? Ladies and gentlemen, post it in chat. As let's bring us back here to Mr. Wide and Mr. Normal. Well, Mr. Death and Mr. Wide, I should say. As back underway here. Yeah, what are you guys expecting here? Who do you want to have win? I kind of want a French Canadian to win, but that's my bias, right? Quebecois, right? I want a Quebecer to win. So whether that's Tankrom or whether that's Lingo, I don't care, right? But obviously, if Neil wins, that's fine as well. I love Neil. Neil's great. I also love Exotica. I have not talked much to Exotica, but hey, listen, the only player here to make it to TMGLC, you can never count him out. So let's get things going, shall we? Let's get the show on the road. You guys could just join into the server, right? Like, that's something you guys can do. That's awesome if you could. As I get shown, there you go, the match on the side. Goodbye, Quantum White Cat. Goodbye, Quantum Death Cat. We're going into the match as warm-up has commenced. Let me take a swig of water while I'm here and waiting. You guys saw Quantum Zoom Cat. You also saw Quantum White Cat. I wonder what deployer is going to deploy next for my next co-caster. I doubt. Also, it still says semifinal. I don't know why. There you go. There we are. Perfection. Thank you to the wonderful deployer, by the way. Who does all of this on the fly, by the way. All of this on the fly. We're still waiting for Tankrom to get in here. Away. Kapab. Away. Want to sit. That. As Exotica, Lingo, and Neil are going to warm up here on Wisteria. Very nice map. A lot of things have happened on this map. In the meantime, while we wait for the players to come join in, let's show the bracket again, actually, really quickly. Yeah. Go back to White Cat. Yeah, hello, White Cat. Wide. So wide. Anyway, into the bracket we're gonna go here and show you guys what's happened so far. So, this is our little bracket so far. So, a $10 prize pool, very massive, for whoever wins this first monthly version of NASAM Monthly Cup here by FastPoint. So, we started off Perfect, Mitch, Mello, Crip, Novastar, Yandro, Nats, and Random getting eliminated in the round of 16, the quarterfinals, where they played pretty well. I would say Random was really close to making it to the top 8, but it was just random chance, leaving him down out of the semi-finals. We lose then Charles Hydro in the match that we watched. We also lost North and Nerith from the other semi-finals as Neil and Tankrom take them down. And so, at this point in time, we've just got the final left with Neil, Tankrom, Lingo, and Exotica. And only one player will take the grand prize of $10. White Cat back. White Cat is back. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Can I do something to widen? Oh yeah, look at the wide. I'm so wide. What if I zoomed in more? Ooh. 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 All right, that's enough messing around, ladies and gentlemen. We're still waiting on Tankrom to join into the match. Not to be too fussed, right? Obviously, you guys are liking the White Cat, the very... Oh, wait. There you go. The poggers. Is $10 before or after taxes? Ask PayPal. I think it's gonna be, before fees. I'm gonna guess. So, it's... Plus, the US and Canada have, like, 50% income tax, which is crazy, depending on where you live, obviously. California is a lot more than Florida, as most people know. But, Canada, it's pretty flat 50% across the board. So, $5 buckaroos, let's go. Yeah, you're probably gonna be left with like $3 after PayPal and US tax or Canada tax, which whoever wins, really. So at this point in time, still waiting on Tankrom. Seems to have crashed. Sag times. We're still gonna wait. You're uncomfortable? Maybe zoom me in more. Maybe they'll be less uncomfortable if you zoom me in more. I don't know. What if you widen and zoom? Ooh. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. I look like a potato. I look like a potato. Help. Oh god. I fill up the entire screen. Oh yes. It's the quantum wide zoom cat. Ah yes. With the potato camera and the potato face. Oh, yeah, baby. It's the quantum wide cat. We're still waiting for Tankrom, by the way. Anyone want to talk in chat? Feel free. Feel free. Talk smack. Mr. Potato Head. Hard stalling indeed. I do agree, this is hard stalling. Based White Cat? Oh, baby. Baby. Oh, what's happening here? Oh god, I'm sideways. Oh, okay, I see. If I go like, oh yeah, there you go. That is wonderful. I look 10 out of 10 would recommend. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. And we're back to hold on. There you go. Potato Head. Potato Head. Oh yeah. That's enough of that. Exotica's been PBing rounds. No, I will not tell him to stop as a matter of fact, because that'd be bad. That'd be bad for business. As oh, what is this? What's going on here? Great. I'm not side. It's still a potato. It looks like I'm balding. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. SRK's gonna love seeing this. He wakes up in the... SRK's gonna love this when he wakes up in the morning. Anyway, Tankrom's finally back in. We can start. We can start. Oh man, that was funny. That was a good time. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we've got ourselves our grand finals. Exotica, Lingo, Neil, Tankrom. Pretty much if you don't count Carl Jr. and I would say Fegley, these are pretty much your four best North American players, right? This is no doubt the North American side, the best 4 players, if you're not counting Carl Jr., who did not participate, and Fegley as well, who did not participate. I would say with Fegley and Carl Jr., this is top 6. So, at this point in time, you've got yourself pretty much the best of the best when it comes to North America. Sadly, no one of South America could really put themselves in the fight here. No Charles, no Matt. You've also got no Yuma as well, who could possibly really tear it up in here if he so wanted to. But let's see, ladies and gentlemen, it's all about the North Americans now. It's an Exotica, Lingo, Neil, and Tankrom fight it out to win the grand finals here. First 120 points, and then you'll reach finalist. And then once you reach finalist, you will have opportunities to win. When you win a round, that's going to be it. You'll be the winner of the grand total of $10 USD. Yes, a wonderful prize pool here for any North American. As Tankrom and Exotica here will fight it amongst themselves, but everyone fighting a little bit too hard to try and get into each other's space. Tankrom will win the round with as the only player who did not make a mistake. Lingo in second, Neil in third, and Exotica in fourth. After that big crash, fighting for second place. Hopefully Yuma guy is there for TAO. Yeah, he really did well last time. I hope to see him again. Hey, maybe next monthly we'll have Carl Jr. playing for $10, you know? I don't know if Carl Jr. would play for $10, but you know what? I think he would play for North American supremacy, right? So, bring out the word. Ask Carl Jr. to play, ask Fegley to play, get Yuma in here, Matt in here, anyone else who wants to join in. Yeah, it's gonna be tough for players like Mitch and Crip to get back into the top 16 again, but it's all in good fun, and it's all in good competition as both French Canadians now fighting for the lead, and that is Lingo now, who comes ahead as Tankrom finding himself down into the dumps in last place after winning the last round by not crashing. He's now the only player who finds himself having crashed, literally and figuratively, ladies and gentlemen, as he's crashed out of the game. And we're now going to get probably a tech pause. Oh boy, fun. You know, that was very perfect timing. Very, very perfect timing. I could not have timed that better. Sadly, it timed right in time for Tankrom to die. And yeah, he's not moving. So I'm guessing we're gonna have a tech pause here. Well, Tankrom is back, unless yeah, there you go. Yes, this is final. Tankrom back? No. Neil's also waiting, and everyone is going to take a nice little pause here. True, Mitch was going pretty easy, but to be fair, if you add TMGL players such as Matt and Carl Jr. into this mix, right? Well, ex-TMGL in Matt's favor here, and obviously ex-TMGL player Fegley into the mix, right? You're gonna have a bad time, I would assume, as a player trying to get into top 16 who's not got too much experience in competition. So yeah. You think he would beat Carl Jr. and Matt? I do agree, actually. But you know who he wouldn't beat? He would never be able to beat Quantum Wildcat. Quantum Wildcat is unbeatable. I'm sorry. He cannot be beaten. His Majesty Quantum Wildcat will forever exist as the best thing to happen this stream. Not even whoever wins this. Yeah, no, that's not the best thing that happened this stream. The best thing that happened this stream was having the player know what the hell he's doing in the background, and despite how short notice this was for him, doing a great job, honestly. Give a round of applause for all the players in the background who are making this happen. So CD, Parker, doing the admin work in the background. You've got Deployer and SRK, who during the qualifying stage, SRK was doing a little bit of the heavy lifting alongside our friend here, Deployer. So thank you to all of them, and thank you to every other mod admin who's serving in chat, serving in the Discord, serving in the game right now, and making sure this match can go live and work as well as it does. Tankrom still crashed, but he's not like left the server somehow. I don't understand what's going on over there, as we don't see chat. I would not assume to know anything, obviously, right? Maybe CD might have some knowledge, but obviously that is all down to... There we go. Now he finally crashed. Well, the match will resume without Tankrom for the moment. Exotica and Neil will go on to try and win this round here for the American side. Neil has 12 points. Tankrom has 13. And Willis at 15. Lingo, 13, I should say. Lingo's on 17. And Exotica's on 8. And Exotica needs to win this round. Get back into this match. Get back into contention here early on. You don't want to fall back down as Neil takes the lead. No, he doesn't. Ooh, very nice jump there. And his two-wheel landing stops him from clipping. Has got more speed, but he's not got enough. And Lingo will get himself third, even though he crashes the ending. Exotica gets first. That's what he needed. And now, what? We summoned him. Summoned who? Wait, oh, Fegley! Oh, okay, I understand. Okay, I understand. I like how we were just talking about you. How we could have you next month, right? With a couple of other missing players who didn't join this week, but this month, I should say. But heck, we just summoned you. Rip BC. Indeed. Tankrom back in this match as well. He only missed one round. It might come back to bite him, but more important that he's actually in this match rather than not at all. And in fact, he's going to make up for it. He's in the lead here. Lingo's in second after the mistake out of Neil. And it's going to allow the Canadians to 1-2. At this point, it's Canada versus the US, right? And it's a 2v2 at this point in time. Hey, maybe in the future we'll have a Canada versus the USA style tournament. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe, just maybe. Exotica in last place with 21 points, though he's only 8 points behind the leader in Lingo. Tankrom in third place, 23 points, 6 points behind Lingo, despite DNFing one round due to his internet. And then Neil in second, 5 points behind Lingo. Second place. Now onto haste we go. With much haste, we'll start with 40 seconds left on this warm-up round. Who do you got? You got the Americans. Do you got the Canadians? I see so many Americans here. I don't even see Freezer here anymore. Right? I see Random. I see Parker. I see CD. I see Begley. I see North. Right? I see Rabbi's even here. Come on, Rabbi. We were casting earlier. How'd that cast go, by the way? I know all of your team members are gone out of the match. Hopefully your cast was great for this first monthly cup. All the Americans are here. Where's the Canadians? Come on, Canadians. Freezer's gone. Tubes I saw earlier. He's also gone. I don't know who else was here that was Canada. Yeah, you went 4 for 4 in qualies. Oof. As we get on going here for the first 4 rounds of Haste. It's Lingo here. Starts off with the lead. Tankrom right behind him. And that's Neil who flips onto the nice little tube. And will find himself with a nice slowdown. You love a nice slowdown, especially towards Americans. Lingo and Tankrom 1-2, but Exotica more speed. See if he can catch up to Tankrom or if he can get a better turn. The answer is no, as Lingo and Tankrom back to back here. They'll win another round, 1-2, as they'll keep going further and further away from the Americans. Neil coming in fourth will relegate him down to third, just behind Exotica, as Tankrom now takes the lead from second place, and now is 3 points ahead of Neil. That fight now for second place is only 4 points separated, as Lingo 9 points ahead of Tankrom. True, you had four qualifying in. That is correct. It must have been hard to cast all of them because they were all in different servers, right? 2 of them were in the same server, 2 others were in different servers. Anyway, Neil in the lead, Lingo in second, Tankrom in third. In fact, Tankrom, oh, and that's Neil hitting into the wall, allowing the Canadians another 1-2 opportunity here. As Exotica nowhere near this fight. Tankrom going more inside will catch up a little bit to Lingo, a little bit less speed though, and so Lingo will once again win this round and gain another 3 points over Tankrom. He's now got a 12-point gap, but Tankrom now having such a big lead over Exotica and Neil himself. Americans have not gotten in the top 2 in the last 3 rounds. It's been a 1-2 for the Canadians, back to back to back. Can the Americans put this aside now? Can they stop the bleeding? And they come back into this match here. Neil and Exotica in the fight still as we do this 180 turn here. Very nicely done. Everyone's still in tight. Canadians in the white skins looking strong. They're taking the lead away from Neil, as that's a little bit of a glitchiness out of Exotica. Tankrom will lose a little bit of speed, allowing him down 4th place, but he overtakes Neil. Neil's got more speed though. Lingo will get first. Exotica's gonna get second, but who gets 3rd and 4th? It is gonna be Neil gets 3rd. Tankrom gets 4th. GR, as that one was pretty close, but Lingo extends his lead to 59 points, and the closest adversary is at 40. He's got a 19-point lead. Lingo running away with it as the Americans fighting amongst themselves, and Tankrom stopping them from getting that many points because he kept getting second place. And now it's really down to a comeback here. I don't know how these players come back without Lingo absolutely throwing this, which I doubt he does. Anything can happen. This is Trackmania after all. Neil in a big lead. Lingo in second. He's going to get a nice inside line on that tech turn, and he'll catch up just a little bit. So does Tankrom on his compatriot, and so does Exotica on the other 2 Canadians. But Neil, slowest out of all of them, still retains the lead, and Neil will keep that lead as he heads into the last checkpoint there. It's now down to Tankrom and Lingo, and Tankrom will actually take it ahead of Lingo, which is really nice for Neil and Tankrom, who are now not equal on points, but pretty close to it. 2 points separating them, 6 points separating the bottom 3. And now Neil catching back up. Lingo still got that 19-point lead. All right, Euphoria now. Lingo, Tankrom, Neil, and Exotica still in the fight, of course. Lingo got that 17-point lead over Tankrom. Neil, he has 19 points over him. And over Exotica, 23. So right now, Tankrom in second. That's all thanks to all those second places he got just behind Lingo. If Lingo was not so fast and consistent on that last map on pace, I think this would have gone very, very differently. As right now, we'll see comes out on top. Because this map is really the make or break for everyone here, right? If Lingo fails to really make an impact on this map, everyone's back in it. Really going to be down to whether Tankrom, Exotica, or Neil can bring this one down. So Lingo really handedly beat Exotica in the semifinal. It's not out of the question that he could beat him now. Any player can win. And that's the beauty of Trackmania. You practice enough, you can win a tournament with a prize pool of $10. And right now, Tankrom in the lead. Fighting with Neil, fighting with Lingo. Exotica in fourth as Lingo. Well, now he's purposely in fourth as he kisses the wall with a little bit more of a smooch. Penguins of Madagascar style, the way you'd kiss your sister. Bang! Down onto the ground. And yeah, that is how it's done. I don't know what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Neil fighting with Tankrom at this point, and it's a big fight now. It's a big fight for first. It's actually really close. They're inside of each other. They're really, really close heading into the final turn. And let's see Neil a little bit more outside. Less speed, though, out of the exit. And it's all gonna be Neil, because Tankrom slams his face into the finish line. And so Neil will overtake Tankrom in terms of points. Lingo will get third, but his lead is still intact. Hey, see, Shrimp Lad's here, at least. At least one Canadian's here. Oh, wait, Tankrom's also in chat. Maybe he's got us muted, though. Anyway, on to round number... What round would this be? Number 14? Down onto the... No, okay. I don't think so. I think I'm counting wrong. I think we're on round 10. As down into the round we go. Tankrom in the lead. Just behind him is Lingo. Neil is losing a little bit of touch. Exotica does catches up. So does Lingo on Tankrom. As Tankrom now takes that lead. And now Lingo will come in fourth. Tankrom once again throws the lead! No, Tankrom, and that's the first 1-2 for the Americans. Neil takes the lead. Exotica gets second. Tankrom loses that second place that he held for so long. And now he's losing touch with it. Now behind by 6 points. And Neil getting himself 7 points within the lead. And that's what I mean, right? Only 8 points for Lingo in the last 2 rounds. And it's done, right? That massive lead that he has. It's all gone. Exotica also can come back in this fight if he wins 2 rounds in a row here. It'd be really tough for him. As Lingo again. No, it's not Lingo, my bad. I thought that was Lingo. Ooh, that scared me. But it's Tankrom. Instead, he grabs into the wall. He smooches it as well as Exotica takes a very unoptimized line. And he's out of the round as well. He's really out of it, actually. And that's going to be a fight between him and Tankrom for the last position. Neil and Lingo fighting for first place here. If Lingo wins this one, he'll extend his lead to 10 points over Neil. But if Neil wins this one, it's only going to be 4 points. And with so much of a lead, Neil, can you possibly throw this one as well? Can we get another throw in the final corner? No, we won't. Neil wins the round, 54.3. Very solid time. NT. And so now only 4 points separate the 2 top dogs. Tankrom fighting with Exotica for third position at this point. They're both losing touch with second and first. So let's see it. Who's it gonna be? Right? Hey, boys. Who's it gonna be? Right? Oh yeah, that's right. Marina's here. Boys and girl. Who's it gonna be? It's not gonna be Tankrom this round. He's in into the wall. Double tapping the corners. Not where you want to be. Neil in the lead. Lingo in second. He's got to fight, because if he doesn't, he'll be only 1 point ahead of Neil, or if not even 1 point behind if Exotica is able to pass him. Neil right now in the lead. See the fight from up close now. And that's a mistake out of Lingo. He'll be slower. He's lost a lot of time. He's lost a quarter of a second. Over Neil. Into the final corner we go. They were closer than last time. It's not going to be enough, I don't think, as Lingo's got more speed. But it's not enough time to steal it away. If only he wasn't a quarter of a second ahead. If only he was only 0.2 ahead. That would have been it. That would have been the snipe. Instead, Lingo and Neil separated by 1 point. Nixotica and Tankrom separated by 1 point. And the two top dogs between the two bottom dogs separated by 20. Actually, separated by 25. I didn't even see that. Good round. Back onto this one now. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, it's first to 130. 120. It's nowhere near done just yet. This isn't first to 100. Just keep that in mind. Both Exotica and Tankrom both have a chance here. Yes, they're halfway through, right? But they're still a prayer. They're still living on a prayer, despite only being halfway there. Because when you look at Lingo and Neil, they're 2/3 of the way there. Nearly 3/4. Being halfway there seems so far away. 10 seconds left before we get started here. Or what could be the last time we see Wisteria this month. Onto the track we go. Ladies and gentlemen, who do you got? Do you got Lingo? Do you got Neil? Do you got Tankrom? Do you got Nixotica? Lingo and Tankrom were so close at the start of this match. Now look, Tankrom down on his luck. Nixotica down on his luck too. Neil, his fortunes have changed. And Lingo can't get in front of him seemingly. As Tankrom's in the lead, he's got to fight with Lingo now. Just behind him is Nixotica and Neil. Exotica makes a small mistake. He'll fall back down into last place. It's not even that far behind. But Neil also turns a little bit too much. He's got to allow 1-2 here for Lingo and Tankrom into the final turn. 180. No mistakes. Into the jump. No mistakes either. And it's a 1-2 Tankrom and Lingo. And they'll tango. And with Neil coming in third and Exotica in fourth, Tankrom will lead himself away from Exotica. And Lingo will lead himself away from Neil. Neil. So close, yet so far away. He needs to beat Lingo if he wants to be able to win this monthly cup here. It's going to take a lot more than just winning it on one map. He's going to need to do it on multiple. And with how close we're starting to get here, 30 points for Neil. That's a mistake out of Tankrom, who DNFs. Tankrom straight up DNFs. As Lingo here makes a small mistake. Yeah, he's going to fall back. But now, Neil's got to contest with Nixotica. Nixotica, is he going to give up this position? No, he's not. And Nixotica stays ahead of Neil by 3 milliseconds. And that could cost Neil. And Nixotica, because of the DNF of Tankrom, now leads Tankrom by 5 instead of leading him by 2. Is the point limit 140? CD, did you lie to me? You said 120 earlier. CD said 120 earlier. If you want to blame someone, blame him. As Tankrom and Lingo, 1-2 at the current moment. Neil and Exotica, 2 and 3 in their own right, as now Tankrom is all alone in the lead. He can't afford another DNF, but he can't afford for an Exotica to get into third place. Lingo, oh no, what's happened here? Oh, mistake out of both Neil and Exotica. They both need to go through the safe finish. And wait, Exotica, he might not have the speed. Can he get it? Can he get it? Can he get it? Can he get it? Yeah. There you go. It took him 10 seconds to get over the hill. And now with Tankrom winning that round, he's got that lead back from Exotica. 2 points the difference now. 6 points is the difference between Lingo and Neil. I see a lot of Kikonas and Boxins in chat. keep it on going, ladies and gentlemen, as Exotica almost went too wide there. He nearly dies out. Nearly crashing out of the round. We've got Lingo currently in the lead. Neil in second, takes a straighter line, will be faster, but not enough to take the lead away from the Lingo man. The Sussy Baka himself keeps the lead. Exotica is in third. Tankrom in fourth by 2 seconds behind. More speed for Neil. More inside. He's going to get more speed. Lingo, can he keep it together? Who is it? It is Lingo ahead of Neil by 33 milliseconds. Barely anything separates the two, but that is so strong for Lingo because that stops Neil from being able to even have a chance at getting himself finalist mode. Whew. 82 points tied between Tankrom and Exotica. Neil and Lingo are the closest to finalists at the current moment. They're almost there. This map, we could see the winner being crowned, or we could see a comeback from Tankrom or Exotica. Tankrom's been on a bit of a slump, or has it been Lingo and Neil who've really come back, especially Neil? Was down by 20 points on Lingo at one point. Now only down by 9. Never took the lead away from Lingo though, which is the important part. But Lingo still has the lead, and as long as he doesn't DNF around, that's what matters the most. This map is where the 1-2s were happening for the Canadians. The French Canadians kept getting 1-2s. Neil and Exotica here will need to keep it together. They can't rely on what happened map number 1. They need to create their own destiny here. The first go-around, uncased, was not good for the Americans. Let's see if that's turned around now. So we head onto the map again. Could be the last time. Lingo and Tankrom fighting for the lead, and oh, that's Lingo with a mistake there. No, wait, that's Tankrom with a mistake. Sorry, Lingo keeping that lead. And Exotica in second. Exotica would need this win to stay ahead of Tankrom and really bring it to him and catch up to both Lingo and Neil. That would be really, really strong if he could do that. He can't seem to catch up at the current moment. Lingo will not relinquish. He will not let go of first place. And as he goes really close to the wall, he's not going to crash. And so, he'll get himself first. And Exotica gets second. Tankrom gets third. Neil gets fourth. That's the scariest bit. Neil on 112. And it is 140. CD, you lied to me. How dare you? CD, you're fired. Misinformation. How did Forbes not get you? I don't get it. CD, how could you bring us all this misinformation? As Tankrom and Neil will fight for the lead here as Exotica and Lingo, the two players who didn't crash last round, have crashed this time around. The two players who did crash last round have not crashed so far, though Neil a little bit more of a lead over Tankrom. Tankrom with a much better line. He's catching more speed. He's not got any airtime. And so, the tighter line. Can he get it done? No. Look at the speed out of Neil. He's kept it composed. And so Neil, he'll win this round here. From last to first. Tankrom will get second. He'll he'll tie back up again with Exotica. And then Lingo gets third again. Or gets last again. 3 points. The opposite of last round. Literally the opposite. What do you mean I can't fire you? That you're my boss. You're fired. Hold on. Can we have this conversation like we're Suction Cup Man? I don't know if you watched ASDF. You can't fire me. I'm a frog. Anyway, I can't do the Suction Man Cup voice. Suction Cup Man voice. Jeez. My brain is fried. You know who else is fried at the current moment? It's Tankrom. Down by a second. In fact, down more than a second. He's down bad. Down by a lot. And as the fight continues in the back here, Exotica Neil, 1 and 2. Lingo tries to get into this fight. He touches the wall! It's going to be a 1-2 for the Americans. And Exotica won't relinquish this to Neil either. And so while Neil will catch up to Lingo, and by quite a large margin, it's only going to be 4 points instead of 7. Which could make all the difference. All of the difference. And now Lingo has a chance to get himself finalist. If he gets first or second, he'll be in finalist mode. Neil still needs more than 1 round. Tank Rom is 4 rounds away from 139! And he's even further back now. Oh boy. Oh no. Neil on 129. Lingo on 134. With Neil winning this round, he'll be on 139. And Lingo... Wait, he's also going to be 139. They're both going to be 139. And Exotica, he's going to play spoiler for both players. He's forced them to both not be finalists in this round. Incredible. And Exotica not... He's playing perfect spoiler. And at this point, Exotica could play the biggest role that he can by winning the next 3 rounds. He'd also be finalist. So listen here. Let's say he wins all 4 rounds on this map, right? It's possible. It's very possible. Tank Rom, he needs to win all 4 maps on this map and then win the next one afterwards to win it in as little rounds as he possibly can. But listen, for the crisp joy of winning $10. Oh boy. I don't know who's going to win this one. Lingo with such a big lead. He had a 20-point lead over Neil. In fact, more than that, I think. Tank Rom and Exotica, they were up there in the fight. They were only behind by like 5-6 points. And they started not getting their first places. Exotica now having his point lead ahead of Tank Rom to take over 3rd place, but it's still not over till it's over. Not over till the fat lady sings, as we say here. So let's see. Everyone's good on this map. Everyone's won at least 1 round. So let's see. Exotica can win 4 rounds in a row here, and he'd be your champion. Tank Rom can win 5 in a row, and he'd be yours. Or Lingo and Neil can come in literally any position they want in this round. Tank Rom needed more than being 8 seconds behind off of the start. But for Neil and Lingo, they can come in any position. It won't matter because they'll both be finalists as long as Lingo doesn't DNF. Lingo makes a massive mistake of his own. So in Exotica, I wonder if Neil makes a mistake here. And Exotica's saving it. Exotica is just saving it. He wants those 7 points. The 10 would be the most beneficial. It'll allow him to finish this one on this map, but he'd still reach finalist mode if he gets some wins. Lingo and Neil, finalist mode, ladies and gentlemen. Who's gonna get the $10? Who's gonna get the crisp $10 bill? Tank Rom 35 points away. Exotica 22. Neil and Lingo 0. 1 win away. And it's not gonna be Tank Rom. Eclipse! Tank Rom can't win this round anymore. No way, Jose. It's all down to Lingo and Neil. And if Exotica wants to keep this going, it's down to him. And what happened there? Mistake out of Neil. Neil's thrown this one away. What's happened there? He's behind by 1.6. It doesn't even look like he hit a wall. What happened to Neil? Oh no, that's disastrous. And now he's gotta hope. He's gotta pray that Exotica's got the speed to catch up to Lingo. That Lingo makes a mistake or anything else happens. Nixotica, though, he's got the speed. He doesn't need a mistake out of Lingo. Look at Nixotica. Who's it gonna be? Lingo's got more speed. Lingo wins. Lingo is victorious after the scare, with Neil catching up, tying him up at 139. Lingo is victorious. Lingo wins $10 to his name. Neil gets second. Nixotica gets third. And oh my god, I look sexy over here with the microphone in hand. Ladies and gentlemen, what a match. What a match. And what a quantum white cat. Look at this guy. Look at this Giga Chad. It's wonderful. You know what else is wonderful? Is that we saw two Quebecers in the top 10, in the top 4. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. As we could look towards the standings now, ladies and gentlemen, Neil getting himself second place after Lingo steals it away. That is the wrong one. That is the qualifying, where Yandro came in second place, by the way, and then lost in the quarterfinals. Remember that one, ladies and gentlemen. Hydro got ahead of him. Got ahead of Yandro. So keep that in mind. That, yeah, after all that, Lingo wins it. Neil, who placed first in the seeding, gets himself second. Nixotica gets third. Tankrom getting fourth. He seemed to fall off a little bit at the end there. Good job by him, nonetheless. Could we get an interview? I don't know. I don't know if we can get an interview. I don't think we can, though. Yeah, no, because no one else is in the server. Maybe we can interview CD? Parker? You guys want to get in? Maybe fun? Oh, does Lingo want to interview? Oh, Lingo might want to interview. Guys, do we interview? Do we interview him? Huh? Do we interview him? Do you interview him? Do we interview him? Your chat's not responding, so I guess not. Too bad. Chat doesn't want an interview. How mean can chat be? Chat is so mean to you, Lingo. You can't even have your 5 seconds of fame on stream. Oh, okay, you need to go eat? Manja! Allez, va-t'en, va manger, away. Good job by you. GG's, you deserve your food. Hey, you can even tell your parents that you're paying for this meal, because congratulations on that $10 crispy bill. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be it for me today. That's gonna be it for Deployer, CD, and Parker, who did a wonderful job today at adminning, and for Deployer, obviously, who did everything behind the scenes here. Quantum White Cat would not exist without the job of Deployer. Oh, hell yeah. Hold on. Let me center myself. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it. Congratulations to the top 4 players. Congratulations to everyone who participated, really. Congratulations to the top 16. Congratulations to anyone who just had fun today, right? That's what this is. It's all for fun, but it's also for regional ranking points. So keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. So yes. With that said, thank you all so much for coming to watch. And roll the credits. You wonderful Deployer, you.